Hey guys, what's going on? It's Lord Lud here. I'm the new support for Visual Prediction, and I was today just going to show you the main support build I use. First off, for the start item, you're always going to start Watchers. Pretty much no reason for you never to not start Watchers. Mark just really isn't the best in this meta. Maybe if you were going solo Guardian, maybe. But Watcher's Gift for supports in the current Season 3 meta is going to be your main starter item. After that, we're probably going to builds. For me, I personally like to go Traveler's Shoes first.
To arms!
So what it's going to look like to start is you're going to start the Watcher's Gift, then go Tier 1 Trends, and then you can either go Ward, which is what I like to do sometimes, or you can go 4 health pots, 4 mana pots. But normally in this meta, you're either getting Traveler's Shoes, which is why I prefer. It gives you that bonus extra gold, as well as the movement speed in the jungle allows you to make rotations a lot more faster. And out of that, you could go Shoes of Focus, and that's just pretty much if you want the cooldown or mana. Normally, I will end up getting Shoes of Focus if the game goes on long enough. So basically, start out with Traveler's Shoes. Now, it depends on where you're going from there, but normally, if I'm ahead, and sometimes even if I'm behind, I'll pick up Head of the Urchin. Now, the reason is not for the base stats, it's because the stacks are right. Basically, I can get 65 physical and magical protection, which is the most of any item in the game, but that's if you can stack it, that's if you have a good team fight early. If you don't feel like you have the best, you don't have to go hard, you can go Spirit Robe early, and that'll help a lot for crowd control. Or you can go Breastplate of Valor early. Gives you a lot of extra mana, a lot of extra cooldown, as well as some physical protection that's really useful early. Helps you tank on towers, and generally the assassins or junglers that'll be going against you will be physical. So the physical protection will really help against ganks and help against peel for your ADC. But normally,
if they want to fire on Liberty, they will find a barricade
third item,
in their way.
I'll normally go Breastplate of Valor. We already touched on this a bit earlier. Mana, cooldown, lots of physical protection. What's not like? Support loves it. Then you kind of have your own choice of what to do there. I'd like to go Bulwark, just because the passive on it is super strong, as well as the health. Okay, I see that I'm going to remain idle.
Bulwark barricade against
really good
oppression.
item. Lots of magic protection, health, and does have that 20% crowd reduction. Now it's really situational on what you want to build. Normally in the meta currently, you're gonna like to build Midgardian Mill, because a lot of auto attackers, Kali, Soul, Hunters, what have you, a lot of auto attacks coming in. Midgardian Mill, you're not picking up for the stats, though the health is really nice, and same with the minor protection, you're gonna be picking up for the passive on it. The 30% chance to slow your enemy movement speed or attack speed by 30% for 2 seconds is really good right now. You can either do that, possibly Mantle if you have the gold. If you're really far ahead, that's never a bad item. Heartward as well, since I already have it up here. Really good item for your team. Not the best currently in the meta, but still really useful. Gives you that 20 MP5, and actually does give you 60 magical protection, 20 to your team though, which will be more useful, say if you're going against a Zeus or a Vulcan. Someone with big AoE ults that'll damage your entire team. Or you could also go Sov, which gives you 60 physical protection to your entire team, which is really good for towers and the ADC that'll normally be physical, and the jungler that'll also normally be physical. But normally I'm going Midgardian
If they want to fire on Liberty, they will find a barricade in their way.
Normally picking up Spirit Robe if I haven't picked it up already. If I have picked it up already, I'm picking up either Bulwark, Midgardian Mail, what have you, but Spirit Robe. Now with this build, I have maxed out my crowd control reduction with just Bulwark and Spirit Robe. And with the 20% CDR from Breastplate of Valor and the 10% CDR from Spirit Robe, I can sell Traveler Shoes once I'm full build, because I will have that extra gold. I won't need the extra gold late game if I'm full build. I'll get
It's
Shoes
wonderful.
and Focus, and with that I will have capped out my CDR as well as my CCR. And for relics, I normally go for first, depends on really the god and the comp. Shell is really good just because that 45 magical and physical protections really does help you get out of situations early. Blink is really good for initiates if you're going like Geb, Ymir, those types of gods that don't have the best initiate to come off. Like if I'm Sobek or Athena or a Bacchus, I won't really need Blink. I have dashes to get me in, so on and so forth. Shell would normally be a better pick. Weakening's not a terrible pick. Like if I'm a Sobek, or Ymir, I want to keep them in my ult. Beads is very situational, only if I'm Ares. You rarely ever get Sunder, Teleport, Sanctuary, you should really never ever get those. Wrath is, I'm not even gonna touch that, that's quite useless. Med, I really like in this meta just because of the extra heal. If you're going against an Alquang and Thanatos, or even if you just want to get that extra heal late game, it's really useful. If I'm playing Athena or Bacchus, I might pick that up instead of, say, Weakening, or Sprint or something. Scout is inherently a good active as well, but it really doesn't have that much of a place in the meta right now. It does save you a bit of gold. It's a good active, but just Shell, Med, Weakening, Sprint, Link, those are all going to be better. I mean, Frenzy's not really too useful either, again, just because they get overshadowed by a couple other actives. But normally the active will depend against the comp and what god you're using in the support role. Really hope this helped, and hopefully I can keep on making more videos.